Hi everyone, Rick here. One of the hardest concepts we as Christians have to understand is the concept that we can live blameless and sinless before God. Because Jesus was the only sinless man. We all know that. But let's try to look at it this way. We are creatures of the world. We are born into a corrupted, fallen state of humanity. And that is our natural state. Every single Christian, every single human being in existence has been born into that state. Except Adam, he was created in that state, but I'm not going to go back that far. But basically, that's where we're at. So as a result, we can never hope to achieve that righteousness that God is. Not that he does, but that he is. And the law was set down to show us that. The law was set down so we can try to live as he intended us to, knowing we were going to fall flat on our face. That was meant to humble us, so that when Christ came, the perfection of God's entire personality and soul in a human being, he was able to fulfill that covenant to his death. The only human who could do that, who could walk through life and the worldliness and remain spotless and sinless before the Father, because he was of the Father. But in doing so, after that resurrection, he gave us a pathway to enter into that righteousness, to break us out of this world and stop getting our spiritual nourishment from this world and be grafted into his holy righteousness. Now, we are not in control. We make all of our decisions based on the Lord that we love and embrace. Either the prince of this world, which is Satan, or Jesus Christ, the embodiment of God in flesh. And all of our decisions are made on which one of those desires do we embrace. And the desires of the world, now Satan is a great deceiver. He mimics everything God does, but he perverts and distorts everything God does in order to keep us thinking that we can live in this world and make all our decisions based on this world and still serve God at the same time. And in doing so, God sees sin in us, and he's continually trying to pull us back from that and graft us back into the righteousness of his Son. But it's up to us to answer his call, not to make the decision, but to answer his call and look to him so that he can do the work in us he needs to do. And in doing so, we will be righteous. We will be blameless and sinless before him, just as Jesus was. But when we look back to the cares of the world and the temptations of the world and start steering off, that's when we come out from under his covering and he sees us in the humanity that we were born into again. And the race through life, as Paul described it, is the constant battle to maintain that walk in Christ. So, we can live sinless before God. We will never be able to live sinless before men, because the world will always see sin in us. They saw sin in Jesus. They saw corruption in Jesus. They saw mistakes in Jesus. And they will see it in us too. So that is not where our concern should be. It should be in how God sees us. Until next time, God bless.